La 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 la. La 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 la.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. Tell you one thing, though, wouldn't trade places with you. Going to all those dances. What a swing.
Thought you were having a good time.
Oh, me, no. I just gone through the motions. You know, so everybody wouldn't get suspicious.
Yeah, you did a good job. You even had man convinced you were having a good time.
That gigolo, did you see the way he was kissing my hand?
Yes, I did.
Well, does he think that behavior's going to get him anywhere?
Well, it certainly got him a terrific breakfast.
Yeah, well, even a gigolo has to eat, I suppose.
No identification. Let's see if this says anything. Damn, that won't be much help. Claudio, the eighth wonder of the world. Does that mean anything to you? They turn into headquarters and see what they can make of it.
You better get ready.
To be continued?
Anytime, baby.
And how come I get the feeling you're always bluffing?
You want to try calling my hand?
That's what today's all about, sweetheart.
Ready so soon?
Well, any luck in finding what you're looking for?
No, I didn't. Where's the lighter flicker on this place? My flame's getting a little low.
Oh, I hadn't noticed. Maybe I'm not as observant as I should be. The dry lake bed, that's your target. And here's the game. Teddy's the best free faller in the business today, but I expect you to be better. If you open your chute before Teddy, consider yourself out of our deal.
I don't know what the deal is yet.
If you free fall longer than Teddy will tell you.
If you free fall longer and live, that is. Fine by me. I'm at home in the air just as I am on the ground.
We'll see, Blue Eyes.
Even an omelet has its limit.
Coming, my darling. To dance the
The way you danced last night, and now to cook. The way you cooked this morning, well, it's a miracle. I mean, I've known women who can do one or the other, but not both.
I've been something of a surprise to myself lately.
Did he? Probably hasn't had a good meal since he left.
Vera Royal doesn't cook?
Vera Royal cook? Are you kidding?
Well, I suppose in her profession, who would notice? Drink your orange juice.
I can do it.
You wouldn't catch me standing over a hot stove if I lived that kind of life.
Oh? And what kind of a life does she lead?
Well, you know what I mean, coming into all that money.
Oh. You know all about your money, hmm?
Well, I know it's 100 million in solid gold. What more do you need to know?
Yeah. I mean, at those prices, any woman would get out from behind the stove.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't even have to worry about your cooking to win a man. You could just buy him.
Okay, fellas, jump run.
Okay, Romeo. Now we'll see who's best.
Well, looks like I'm in on the deal.
As far as I'm concerned, you're not in on any deal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
all right? Good. Come on.
Claudio! Claudio! You forgot to put in your order for dinner! Claudio! It's gone. Skipped.
Oh, by the way, Roy, thanks for the limo.
Okay, Claudio. Hope you make it to San Diego.
He's gone, Sergeant. We've looked everywhere.
Even under the beds.
All right, Mom. Now, calm down. Now, how did it happen?
Well, I don't know. The last thing I knew, Mildred was serving him breakfast.
Yeah, it was a terrific breakfast.
It was. I saw it.
What did he say? Anything?
Yeah, he said it was a terrific breakfast. Even renamed my muffins. Muffins Mildred, he called them.
Forget about the muffins, Mildred. Did he say anything about where he was going?
No. I just thought he was living to come home for dinner.
Where do you think he has gone, Sergeant? San Diego? What's the matter, Sergeant? What's wrong? It's Mac, isn't it?
I don't want to worry you. It's not even worth talking about.
What's not worth talking about?
I don't want you to worry, Mrs. McMillan. I'm sure it's all a mistake.
What's a mistake?
A man was killed last night. Outside of the bar where I met with the commissioner. No identification. Except for a cigarette case with Matton's name on the inside.
It could be Mac, couldn't it?
Well, we only got the call a couple of minutes ago. We don't even have a description yet. So let's not jump to conclusions. I'm sure the commissioner is perfectly safe.
I'm going to San Diego, Sergeant. Right now.
With housekeeper. We'll find him. He's here, and we will find him.
Any word yet, Sergeant?
No, he didn't show at the contact point. I'm sure it's because he couldn't get away.
Do you really think he's with Vera?
Well, he's bound to be. I even think I know where they are. Place called Mr. Biggs. I haven't been able to get into it yet, though.
What's Mr. Biggs?
A private club. Very private. Vera runs it.
Do you think Manton knows about it? Could he be there, too?
No, I don't think so. The place just opened. Why, you can't even get in the front door unless you're with a member. But I'll make it somehow. Now, don't worry, Mrs. McMillan. You know we have agents everywhere. So if I don't find the commissioner first, they will. And then I'll let you know the minute it happens.
Thank you, Sergeant. I appreciate it. Call me, no matter how late. You know I won't be sleeping until I know he's all right.
Good night.
Good night. Come on, Mildred. We've got some business of our own to do at Mr. Biggs. Put on your sexiest.
My sexiest? Whatever you say. it's just the perfect touch, Mrs. McMillan. And aren't we lucky to get them on sale? But I mean, why a sale on boas? Boas are never out of season, are they?
Be glad they were on sale, or I would have only been able to afford one.
Yeah, and you might have gotten chilly without one. Well, tonight we're plain clothes women.
Well, I wouldn't exactly use that phrase. However, I did want to hide our inherent good taste so we wouldn't be conspicuous at Mr. Biggs.
Yeah, well, I think you've seen to that. Frankly, I couldn't be happier. I mean, I was never turned on by good taste myself.
Mildred, we've just got to get in there tonight. I just want to know that Mac is safe.
Don't worry now, we will. We'll get in. And these boas were just made for Mr. Biggs. We're not going to settle for anything smaller.
Okay, ladies, this is the place.
Well, at least it's a nice neighborhood.
Excuse me, ladies.
We'll be lucky to make it to the front door.
There's the button.
Mrs. McMillan, tonight you gotta forget everything your mother ever taught you and listen to me.
Right. And you better call me Sal, Mildred.
Right, and you call me Millie. And look like you got something to sell, will you? And nobody will be interested in buying. Come on.
Sorry, sisters, this is a private club.
Oh, we're expected. Come on,
yeah?
Sal.
By who?
Well, you're going to be very sorry you stopped us when you find out who invited us.
That's right, Mr. Big. Very sorry.
Name him.
He doesn't want us to use his name.
Look, sisters, can you peddle it someplace else? This is a private club, not a shopping center.
Does the name Claudio Manton mean anything to you?
I thought you didn't know his name.
Well, he doesn't know I know it.
Does Vera Royal know you know it?
Now you know why we have to keep it a secret.
Okay. Get inside before somebody sees you. But stay out of trouble, unless you want trouble from me. Okay?
Okay.
Faites vos jeux, mesdames, messieurs, faites vos jeux. Rien ne va plus. Rien ne va plus. 15. Intérieurement. Faites vos jeux, mesdames, messieurs, faites vos jeux.
Hey, Sal, just for the look of it, don't you think I ought to hit the sauce kind of hard tonight?
Millie, you've been on the wagon several weeks now. You don't want to fall off?
Yeah, I do want to fall off.
Will it be ladies?
Oh, I'd like a very dry...
Temple.
A temple?
Yes, a Shirley Temple. Make that 2,
Oh,
please.
come on, have mercy. I can't drink 2 of those.
I'm having 1, Millie. 2 Temples.
2 temples.
I got it. It's the police work, right?
Right.
We both gotta be sober.
May I buy you ladies a drink?
Oh, we thought you'd never ask.
Even better. Is either one of you available for a little conversation?
Both of us. Very available.
And not all that unreasonable either.
Especially her.
Speak for yourself, Sal.
Look, I don't want to start trouble.
Neither do we. It's just that we're both rather new at all of this.
Well, I can do something about that. Come on.
Good evening, Mike.
Will you excuse us, please?
I thought we were going to have a
Get
drink.
lost. It's him. Or the other one?
No, it's Mac, I'm sure. Wait a minute.
Hey,
Hmm?
who's the little number?
Which one?
The one who can't take her eyes off you.
I don't know. I can't remember.
You may not remember her, honey, but, she's obviously never gonna forget you.
I'll get rid of her.
Claudio!
Look, suppose you two go back where you came from.
Oh, Mac, thank God.
And right now.
Mike, how did they get in here?
They said they knew him.
Well, get them out, now. And don't let them back in. Clear?
Your orders always are, Miss Royal.
Whatever you say, Claudio. I just wanted to say hello.
And now it's time to say goodbye. Now get out of here.
All right, ladies, time.
I took care of him.
Good. So did I. Well, good night, ladies. Oh, I'm disappointed in you, Claudio. I thought you had better taste.
He does.
Hey. What are you doing later, kid?
What's it to you, Buster?
I get off in a couple hours.
Yeah, well, I'll be asleep in a couple of hours.
Okay. But if you change your mind, you know where I'm at.
I knew where you were at 5 minutes after I met you.
Deacon. It's me, Mac. Finally had a chance to call. Is in right there?
Who is this?
What do you mean, who is this? I just told you it's McMILLAN.
Sorry, but in a situation like this, I can't be too careful.
Well, now, how do you think I feel?
Mac, who?
Deacon, what in the hell's going on there anyway?
I can't tell you anything on this end until I'm sure who you are.
All right, Skip it. Just tell Enright I'll meet him at the Lotus Bar tomorrow afternoon at 3 for apple crumb cake.
Glad you're here, Sergeant. I just had a call. Now, it could have been the commissioner, but then it could have been Manton.
Well, what did he say?
That he'd be at the Lotus tomorrow afternoon at 3 for apple crumb cake. Does that make sense? Sense? It means he's alive. I gotta phone Mrs. McMillan. She is gonna be so relieved. Apple crumb cake means he's alive? Yeah, it's my favorite dessert. We use it as a special code. The gold's in Mexico. It got there last night. They'll try to cross the border sometime tomorrow. Room 1200, please. Any idea how? None. We have to hope the commissioner gets word to us. Well, there's not much of a chance if they keep going this fast. That's strange. She doesn't answer. I wonder where she could be.
Sí. Sí. Estoy listo. ¿Estás seguro? No estoy contenta con todo esto.
We ready?
She wants to see you first. Say goodbye, but make it fast.
Just as fast as she wants it.
No, no. Dame un poco de tiempo. Te llamaré más tarde. Sí. Esta noche. Gracias. Well, we're all set, sweetheart.
What about the equipment?
It'll all be there as needed. You just be careful and don't get hurt. You've got a future with me, you know.
Where'd we meet you?
You'll be driven.
In other words, I still don't get to know how it fits together.
No one has all the pieces,
Except you.
except Mr. Big. All you need to know is how to handle your end.
What about Teddy? How much does he know?
Enough to handle his.
Does his end include handling me? I don't like working in the dark, Vera.
Look, Claudio, no one's in this alone. And one mistake could blow the whole thing. I know you'll come through for us. Just watch out for Teddy. We have to use him, but we don't have to trust him.
Is that why you only told him half what he needs to know?
Is that what he told you?
No, but he only told me half. I assume you told him the other half.
Don't you see, darling? The more you know, the more you're a threat to him. If he starts to make trouble, don't hesitate to get rid of him.
You give him the same orders?
Mr. Big gives the orders. Vera just gives her heart.
Vera Royal still live around here?
You still didn't hear from her then, huh?
They put in a laundromat at her last address. If you see her, tell her Claudio Manton's looking for her.
All right, same message as last time. I got it.
What last time?
You don't remember last time?
Oh, yeah. Must have been loaded.
You sure didn't look loaded. And after 28 years, I know loaded, believe me.
I was worried about you.
You knew I'd turn up, didn't you?
Well, I wasn't sure that you'd be able to get away. Did you get the timetable yet?
Oh, Claudio! Oh, baby, it's good to see you.
I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
I'll be right back.
Will I see you later? Oh, see you later.
What'd you do, circle the building?
What circle the building?
Didn't you just leave here?
I just got here.
I gotta go.
You gotta go. I'm leaving for Mexico right now. The shipment's coming in by air today. Harpersfield.
You'll be on the plane with it?
No, I'll be in the air with it. You try that again, you'll really take a dive. Happy landing, think. Are you crazy? Get out of here.
I'm quitting. It's not bad enough I don't know when a customer's drunk. I don't even know when I'm drunk myself.
Who was that guy? A bummer slug? Never saw him before. If you're pulling a double cross, it'll be your last one. Come on, Teddy. How about me getting a little sleep, huh? Good idea. Why don't you sleep right through the jump?
Where are they now? Almost at Calexico, the border. They're making good time. I just hope the commissioner's with them. What do you mean? He was seen boarding. Manton was seen boarding. I just hope it's the commissioner as Manton and not Manton as Manton.
They're getting closer. They've just crossed the border.
Now!
Get them out of here.
It's clean, Sergeant. Nothing. But this must be the flight. And the gold has to be here.
12,000 gold ingots, where? And where's the commissioner? When we find him, we'll find the ingots.
Well, I was sure he'd be here. He said he'd be in the air with a shipment. Unless... Of course. That's what he meant by taking a dive. Of course.
Mr. Big will be a happy man today. I'll deliver it to him myself. Meet you at my place. You can take my car.
Why don't you let me drive? It's a pretty rough car to handle.
No, it's safer if we separate. Just wait for me at my place. I'll join you as soon as I can.
What about Teddy?
There's another car for him. He's coming later. He's got a little job to do first.
Oh, too many witnesses.
Hmm.
Why don't you let me handle it? I'm getting a little rusty.
Sure you're up to it?
There's only 2 of them, aren't there? All I need's a little practice.
Well, so far, you haven't forgotten anything you used to do. Take care of them.
Yeah, thanks, baby. See you later.
And for as long as you want to stay. You've earned it, sweetheart.
What's the holdup?
Claudio will take care of the others. You go on to my place.
Why the change?
Because I decided to change, Teddy. Now go on. Bye-bye, baby.
Bye-bye.
Well, there's nothing like spending a night away from home to make you appreciate your own bed.
It's no bed to me until Mac's back in it. I don't know why I listened to Sergeant Enright. I could be in San Diego right now helping out. Some homecoming.
Yeah, well, listen. Should we have a buffet or a sit-down dinner?
What?
Well, we can handle a lot more at a buffet, but a sit-down dinner is nice, has a little more class. Of course, it's a lot more trouble for me, but what's that?
Mildred, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the welcome home party for the commissioner.
What welcome home party?
Oh, now listen, we all know he's alive, and it's just a matter of time until he comes home. You can't start planning these things too fast.
How can you think of a party now?
Look, we can either have it indoors or maybe out on the terrace. We've never used the terrace for a party. Might be nice.
Mac is in more trouble now than he's ever been with Manton on the loose down there.
Don't be ridiculous. They've probably caught him by now. After all, they have a perfect description of him. Now, let's see. Who would you like to invite? Should we keep it small, or would you like to invite Carol Crenshaw?
Mildred, I know what you're doing.
You do?
I appreciate it.
Why not give me some help? Would you like cold hors d'oeuvres or hot hors d'oeuvres?
I think hot. Hey, why don't we try a new soup?
Oh, soup. There you go, making trouble for me again. Well, if we're gonna have soup, I have to get a new soup tureen, and I can pick that up this afternoon. And of course, those old soup bowls have to go. Now, if you're gonna have soup, you've got a couple of basic choices. It can either be a cream base, or it can be a clear broth, or you could have a soup with a few vegetables in it, or some noodles.
Vera, baby.
Claudio.
Boy, is it good to see you.
What'd you got here so fast?
I hope I'm just not too
You
late.
took care of everything at the cabin, didn't you? Nothing went wrong.
Cabin.
Yeah.
Plenty went wrong. They're using a double for me.
Double?
Yes.
What are you pulling anyway? You get your share and that's it. Now, don't give me any talk about double.
Wait a minute, you don't understand. They know all about the shipment. Now we have to move it. Now where is it? We're in a hurry.
What do you think I am, Claudio? Stupid?
No.
What kind of a double cross are you pulling anyway?
I'm not trying to
I thought we had a future together. When will I stop trusting men?
Just stop trusting the wrong ones. He's with the cops, Vera. They've already picked up Al and Eddie, and they're probably on their way here right now.
But that wasn't me. He's a police commissioner.
Then you're a police commissioner.
No, he looks exactly like me. Don't you see?
Yeah, I see.
Me too. I've also heard enough. Bye-bye, lover. Take care of him, Teddy. I've got to warn Mr. Big.
Vera, wait. That jailbreak was rigged. They knew the only way to get at you was through me.
And they were so right, weren't they, Claudio? How you could have said those things to me last night.
That wasn't me last night.
Oh, don't take that away from me. Whatever you are, you're one of a kind.
Vera.
Claudio?
Sure.
Who's Teddy killing in there?
Commissioner.
There are two.
Police, Miss Royal.
Oh.
Oh, no, you don't. Come on.
I'm all right.
Commissioner?
Yeah, Charlie. What about the car?
Where you suspected, sir. Right here. There's an underground vault in the garages. And you were right about that car, too, sir. It's solid gold.
I told you I was taking it to Mr. Big. Now, what made you think you'd find it here?
Because you're not the kind of woman to take orders. You're the kind who gives them. Maybe camouflage with champagne or money, but they are orders, always.
And you take orders better than any man I've ever met.
I was taking orders from you, not Mr. Big, right?
Do me a favor.
Maybe.
Just don't tell Teddy that I'm Mr. Big. He'd be too humiliated if he knew that he'd been working for a woman all these years.
Booker. I'll call an ambulance. Not a police ambulance. I still get my parole, don't I? You didn't keep your end of the bargain. That's the kind of a guy I am. But you always keep yours. It's the kind of a guy you are, right? Right.
Well, good night, Mildred.
Good night.
Good night, Mildred.
You gonna be all right, Mrs. McMillan?
Of course she's going to be all right. She's with me.
If you are you. He starts to tango, just give me a shout.
If this man tangos, he tangos with me.
Miss Manton, Mildred?
Manton? That gigolo? Do you know he actually called me a showgirl? I mean, who would believe a line like that?
Nobody I know.
Well, he wasn't the only one. I had another offer last night. Why, when I think of what I give up for you, Commissioner, well...
What about you? Did you tango with Manton?
Me? I was saving myself for you.
But I don't tango. I did learn the deep dip, though.
The deep dip?
Mm-hmm.
Well, darling, I had a little something else in mind.
Tonight?
Tonight.